Welcome back to the channel. I am in a slightly different kitchen environment because I am back home in New Jersey for the holidays. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We are going to be reviewing the Omsom flight. A huge shout out to Omsom for sending me the entire flight. As you can see, it has 6 different sauce packets for 6 different dishes. You can make a wide variety of different East Asian and Southeast Asian dishes. In general, I think it'd make the perfect gift. It comes with the 6 sauce packets, 6 recipe cards, and the company itself was started by 2 Asian American women, so definitely a small business that I want to support. And yeah, if you're interested, I have a link and discount code in the description if you want to go check it out. So yeah, today we'll be making the spicy bulgogi recipe. My family and I love Korean food, so I think this dish is going to be perfect for lunch. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. And real quick, before we get started, if you've never seen my face before, my name is Jess. I make random food videos, you know, cooking videos, just all sorts of food content. So if you're interested, please subscribe. So every starter comes with sort of its own little recipe packet. So I'm just gonna be using the spicy bulgogi one. So in general, you're going to need a mixing bowl, a large skillet, and the only ingredients you're really going to need are the bulgogi starter, 3/4 pounds of pork shoulder, thinly sliced, 1/2 small sweet onion, thinly sliced, a scallion sliced, neutral cooking oil, and optional toasted sesame seeds. And in general, most of these recipes really only require the starter and then for you to add your own protein and veggies. So it's all pretty easy. It should only take about, 20 or so minutes. And each starter serves about 2 people. I actually don't have the sesame seeds, but I think that'll be fine. And my mom was kind enough to pre-slice this pork for me because she doesn't trust me to cut meat, which is fair. Here are some clips of my mom cutting meat much better than I ever could. And yeah, all that's left is to really prepare the other ingredients and cook everything together. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and chop this onion. So they say to just thinly slice them, so I think I'm just gonna leave them in this general shape here. And now I'm going to thinly slice this scallion as well. I believe this is just gonna be garnish on top, so. Okay, so now I'm going to combine the pork and the Omsom starter and just marinate them together. Probably should have done that before starting to prep all the other ingredients, but that is totally fine. This sauce looks so good. Okay, now I'm just gonna mix it all together. And yes, as Dana observed, it does look a lot like gochujang. And it smells like it too.
That should be your thumbnail.
You get flagged for like scary images. Graphic. Okay, I think it's all pretty well mixed. Nice. And now we are going to let this marinate for at least 15 minutes. The recipe card says you gotta marinate for at least 15 minutes or even overnight for a bolder flavor. But in the interest of time, I will let this marinate for 15 minutes. Hello and welcome to the stove. It has been about 15 minutes for the pork to marinate, and now I'm gonna just start the cooking process. So, gonna turn this on to medium-high heat. Gonna put about a teaspoon of vegetable oil in there. And I'm gonna let that heat up for about a minute. And now I'm gonna put in the onions. And we are gonna cook this for about 3 minutes until soft. Okay, and now that the onions are pretty much done, I'm going to put them in on a plate, set these aside. And now we are finally going to cook the pork. So we are gonna let this cook for about 4 minutes and just like let it sear on one side. It's midway check-in. It's already cooking pretty well. Okay, now that it's been about 4 minutes, we are gonna put the onions back in. And now we're going to flip the pork on the other side and let that cook for another 4 or so minutes. And I'm using the chopsticks that Omsom gave me. They're like these nice long chopsticks for cooking. Okay, we're gonna let that simmer for another few minutes. Okay, so it's been about another 4 minutes. It looks pretty much all cooked through. And at the end, you can pretty much like just salt to taste according to your own preference. I'm gonna try maybe like a small bite. It's actually really yummy. Might add a little bit more salt. Okay, and now I think we're ready to plate. And now for the final touch, we have the scallions. And there you have it. And here is the final dish. Woohoo! Hello, and now it is the final taste test. And I have Dana here, making a reappearance in these videos. All right, now we are going to try the final product. Yay! Okay. They're pretty good. Yeah? No, it's really good. Does it taste like spicy bulgogi? Yeah. It's really good. It's not that spicy. Yeah. The spice level is very doable. Manageable. Yeah. Very manageable. And even on the card, I think it's like, it rates it 1.5 out of 3. That's not bad. Spicy peppers or something. Yeah. And the flavoring is super good. Try some onions too. Get that bite. It's not too sweet too, because I feel like a lot of homemade like bulgogi marinades often are too sweet for me, but that's pretty good. Yeah, not too sweet at all. Yeah, no. It's really good. I think there's a good balance of like sweet, spicy, and salty. It tastes good over rice. Right, which we don't have. We didn't, well, traditionally this could be served with rice or like with lettuce. Like maybe like in a lettuce wrap. That's kind of what they suggest in the recipe card. But yeah, I think purely as a dish itself, it's really good. Well, thank you for joining me on making this spicy bulgogi dish. If you're interested in Omsom, I have a discount code and a link in the description. Definitely feel free to check out the whole website, and the flight in particular, I think would make a great gift. It's a really good value with 6 different sauces. You could try like any of these recipes. I really like the bulgogi one. I've tried the yuzu one in the past, and we just made the mala salad one yesterday, so that was also really good. Thanks again, and see you in the next one. Nice. Yes.